First of all, I want to give you a sample of a task can be given for you by in IG exams or inside one of IG exam tasks. As I told you, every time in IG exam, you will receive a file, and this file will be always in a generic form. So if you can see this task, open the file sales.csv. It's in a generic form. From where we can open this file? As I told you, each one of you has his own folder. It's created inside documents. And for example, all of you will, each one of you has his folder, holds his name. Okay. So I created a folder here. It's an empty, it's for grade 9 IG. Suppose this folder holds your name. Okay. The teacher will give you the place from where you will get the source file. In spreadsheet, every time your source file will be in chapter 20 folder, and I will give it to you through the server when you come back to the school, and I will ask you to copy and paste it inside your folder. So I will just copy chapter 20 and I will go back to my folder, then I will paste it. Now I have the source file. It's inside this folder. So I have to go back to the task and read it carefully and start to do it. Open the file sales.csv. So I have to go to my folder, open chapter 20, which contains the source files. I will search for this file name, sales.csv. I will just open it. This is the file. Okay. The first thing that you have to do once you receive any generic file in any task, even in spreadsheet, in Microsoft Word, in database, the first thing you have to do, you have to save this file as not in a generic extension, in the extension of the program that you are working on. So we are working on spreadsheet. You have to save it as Excel format, not CSV format. The second thing, you have to name it as it's required from you. Then the third, you have to save it inside your workplace. Okay. See, now I want to save it as task, as its name, task 20F. Okay, inside my folder. So I will click file, save as. I will go directly to my folder. This is my folder. Then I will name it. I will change the name to task 20F. And the thing that you have to do with is change the file type. If you didn't change it, you will lose all of your formatting and you will lose marks. Okay, so you have to choose Excel workbook. This is very important note. Okay, so it's saved as task 20f.xlsx in Excel format. Save. This is the first step that you have to do. The other step, you have to do let the text inside each cell to be fit inside the cell width. So we have to expand the width of the column A. Can you see here? We have the word rate is hidden and we have something not good here. So how to fix all in one click? We will just click on this gray arrow, and between the border of the cells, the columns A and B, just click double click. So I have the file now. It's like this. Now let's see what is required from me to do this task. We open the file, save it, and put it in a suitable format, not in a CSV format. Name cell B1 unit 1. طيب, let's go to cell B1. Where is cell B1? This is cell B1, right? This is the cell reference. So we get used to deal with the cell reference. This is the first time to deal with a cell name. How to define a name for a cell? We will right-click on the cell. This menu will appear for us. It has too many options. I will choose define name option. Once I choose the define name, I will write the name that is given to me through the task for this particular cell. I should name it unit, okay? And you should follow the same style. Is it capital or small? You have to follow it exactly. Unit. So I will click OK. You see here, if I click on it, what I have, there is no B1. Now its name is unit. So let's continue. We have done with B1. Name cells A5 to C7 rate. It's a range from A5 until C7. We need to name it as rate. Let's go to the cells. This is A5. And this is C7. Right? So I have to click on this, on the middle of it, keep my finger on the mouse and just wait until we reach C7. Then I will release my finger without any clicking. Next, I will right-click, choose define name. What do we have here? The same list, right? But it contains the range from A5 to C7. And I want to write the name as it's required from me. I will name it rate. Then, okay. Let's check. If I click on this, we have B6. Where is the rate? To see the rate, you have to shade the whole of the range. Once we shade the whole of the range, we have the word rate here. It's a defined name range. What else? We have another task. Name cells B11 to G18 sold. Where is B11? This is B11. And this is G18. So I should click one click on the middle of this cell, which is B11, then move smoothly until we reach the correct place. Right-click again, define name. I will write sold, and okay, that's it. And you will just save, okay? It's a very simple thing, and it's not hard. Now, if you want to do more skills using Excel, which is related to functions. When I say function, I think all of you know how to do some calculations in Excel, right? By using the formula, we started with equal sign, then write the formula by using the cell references. But now we can do another thing. We can use a function to do some calculations. What the meaning of the function? The function has a predefined name such as sum or average or minimum or maximum to perform a particular calculation. And this operation is built inside the spreadsheet. Now let's see this task. In this task, they ask you to copy this spreadsheet model and calculate. You have to do all of these calculations. Now I want to tell you some important notes related to IG exam corrections. If they gave you one task and in specific design, for example, we have the word name, hours, rate of pay, total, average, maximum, minimum. All of these words are in bold. If you wrote them and you didn't do it in bold, you will lose mark. You have this number, it has a currency, it is a currency. So it has a special format. If you just write the number, you will use the mark of the formatting. If you see here, the names of people are left aligned. I will show you now how to do, okay? So if you didn't put them left aligned, you will lose a mark. You see, the marking in IG is very critical. So you have to be careful when you do anything. Now I have already wrote this table as it is. Once I write it, it will be like this. So what is the first thing that we have to do? Who wants to answer me? What is the first thing that we have to do in this? Raise your hand if you want to share. Anyone?
Miss, what did you say?
I ask you, I have already printed the table in the task, but now I have to do one thing firstly. What is this thing? What it should be?
Select all.
Yes. What next?
And then click on the little triangle next to the A.
Okay, I clicked on the little triangle and everything is highlighted. What do we need to do?
Double click between the A and B.
Double click between the A and B because we want the cell's content to be fit properly inside the cell. Okay, so this is the first thing. Next, we have to save this task as Excel workbook inside our folder. So we will go File, Save As, Browse. I have to specify the place of my folder. And I have to name it task. You will do this task when you go back to school tomorrow, inshallah, by yourself. Okay? So task 20G, and you should be sure it is saved as Excel workbook. Then save. طيب. Let's go back to the picture. We have some important formatting. We have to change the words that are in bold to bold, right? Let's do it. I will try to do it in one step. How? I will click on the first one. I will keep my finger on Control, but I will click one click only. Don't stay clicking, okay? Don't keep clicking. So one click, I will keep my finger on the keyboard key, which is named Control. Then I will move smoothly, click to the other one, and then the next, then the next. Then every time you have to release your finger, just click, do one click on the place. Then the next, the next, the next. So we have already highlighted all of the cells that we need to make them in bold. So we will go to Home tab, Font Group, click on bold. You see, it's done in one step. How about this number? We need this number to be in currency format, right? So we have to click on it, then go to Numbers group and choose, click on this arrow. We want to choose the currency. And you can choose the currency that is written, or I want to choose anyone now, okay? But you have to choose the same currency. I think it's sterling pound, if I'm not mistaken. I don't want to consume the time in searching. I will use $sign now, okay? So we have done now.